Welcome to Robert Kiyosaki's The Business of the 21st Century. Robert Kiyosaki is recognized internationally as one of today's leading financial experts. The author of the best-selling Rich Dad, Poor Dad, his books have been translated into 51 languages in 109 countries and sold more than 28 million copies worldwide. Robert has spent his life educating people on how to attain financial freedom. Now, through this special video presentation, he explains why network marketing is indeed the business of the 21st century and how you can take advantage of its opportunities to create the life you desire.
In this section, I want to talk to you about a different kind of quadrant. Years ago, I found out there was 4 kinds of people in the world. You know, one type are people who must be right. These people know all the right answers. They went to school, they know everything. You can't tell them anything. This is not a good business for them because their minds are too set. Another kind of person is a person who must be comfortable. You know, the house could be on fire, but they're still watching TV, eating a hot dog, watching what's going on in the world. These people are toast because the world economy is not coming back. The world economy has moved on. And people who need to be comfortable will probably be left behind. So the people who need to be comfortable, you probably shouldn't talk to them because you only make them uncomfortable. And they're probably not going to make the move because number one priority is being comfortable. Another kind of person is a person who must be liked. You know, they want to please everybody. This is probably not the business for them either. You know, because they want somebody else's approval. They want to be the good little boy or girl saying, I did the right thing, didn't I? You like me, don't you? And so they'll probably not be successful in the 21st century because they'll probably want to be liked by people who have to be right, and people want to be comfortable. All right, good, be comfortable. All right, you're very right. You know, it's probably being liked. But the business for the people of the 21st century are people who must win. And that's where I am at. One of the best things I was taught in the Marine Corps and at military school is not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you stand up. When somebody knocks you back, what do? Oh, you hurt my feelings? You'll probably not be successful. The world will probably pass you by. Because as I said, the world economy is moved on. It's not coming back. So winners will win, but winning takes sacrifice. Success takes sacrifice. And these are the people who will do best in business of the 21st century. So when you're talking to people, you know, about this business, you have to look at them and ask yourself, is this person really just going to be liked and they'll tell you what you want to hear? Or they're going to argue with you because they know all the right answers? Or they're going to get very upset with you for disturbing them? So what you're looking for in the network marketing business are people who want to win. People who know the economy has moved on. You'll find every race, gender, age, and background in network marketing. But what they really want to do is they want to win. It really is a true playing field in the world, but not for these people. These people will be left behind. Network marketing is for people who want to win because network marketing is the business model of the future. If you want the government to take care of you, then just keep doing what you want to do. It is possible for everyone to win. But the problem is you've got to commit to it. You've got to say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dedicate 5 years of my life. Well, look at the leaders and say, those are the people I want to be like. Those are the kinds of people I want to hang out with. That's what you've got to say to yourself. And I want to help other people do what I want to do and win in life. And that's why I support network marketing, because it really is the business for the 21st century.
My name's Tashina Pettiford. I'm a double platinum with 5 links. I grew up in a single family home. It was just me and my mom, and she always taught me to make sure that, you know, when I grew older, to take care of myself, to make sure that I didn't have to depend on anyone else. Through the years, I've had so much fun going to college, doing a lot of things that she said was important. But then, you know, getting a little older, you realize that a lot of the things that was fun before, you know, you get older and you have a lot of bills and things that you have to pay for. So If I think back, working a job and, just normal things, getting stuck in traffic, coming home, cooking dinner, going out and doing things in the evening for about maybe an hour with my kids, and coming home, taking baths, and starting my day all over again. 4.5 years ago, a neighbor of mine told me about 5 Links, and I'm going to be honest, in the beginning, technology, I didn't really see that being the business for me, but at the time I was really open. I think sometimes people are so closed, and I always say that a closed mind is the most expensive thing that you'll ever own. And what she showed me was just a way of free enterprise, a way to work for yourself, work from home, and now your destiny is in your own hands. She just sold me on this lifestyle of being able to travel with my children, not having to work for someone else, and that alone just made me think, like, that's exactly what I want. In the beginning, I just wanted more for my children. I wanted to be able to provide for them and give them things that I knew that I didn't have as a child. But I also wanted to be able to teach them as well about what does it mean to work for yourself, and just being that example for them. I was taught very early on that you have to make short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. And so I had a lot of planning in the beginning, just planning meals, figuring out, what to do with my kids when I had to go off to a meeting, and, having someone babysit. And a lot of these things were really hard in the beginning, and I find that a lot of women, sometimes they just can't get past that point. But, the only thing I can say is that if you have something that you really want in life, you'll always figure out a way. If it's that important to you, you'll figure out a way to make it happen. I will say this, is that going through just everything to get here, I just thought it would never happen. Knowing everything I know now is that I would have worked 10 times harder to get here, just to know what I've experienced today. A lot of times I think you need to find someone that you look up to, almost like a role model, someone that has had success. They've already been there, and they could just teach you exactly what it is that you need to do in order for you to have the success that you would like. So I did that exactly, and for me it worked. I think one of the scariest things about entrepreneurship is sometimes people feel like when they let the job go, they let that security go. And the great thing about 5 Links is you have this residual income, and within this residual income is protection. I'll tell you one thing, I would have never imagined that it would be this great. Being able to just shop, I have like a personal driver that takes me shopping. A lot of women, we always are trying to control our weight, and I have now someone who comes to the home and my personal trainer to work me out, and just having that fun, being able to travel different places, and the experience of taking your children with you. All of those things are just amazing. Now I have the closet. I wanted the best closet, and I said, you know what, I'm going to pimp my closet out. And so I have the leopard carpet, I have the chandeliers, I wanted the Victoria's Secret theme, and just all the amenities that most people just wait their life for. And I was able to accomplish that at such a young age. Today I live the life that most people dream of. The spa is, it's enjoyable to me. Me and my mom go sometimes, and just being able to spend a few hours in my day just relaxing and having someone pamper me is a beauty in this business. I love going to the playground. Me and my kids go to the playground all the time. It's just that alone time I get with them to play games. And if I didn't have the freedom with 5 Links, I would miss probably a lot of things in their life. And now I get to be at all those sporting events. My second son, my 2-year-old, I get to watch him grow up, some of his first words, watching him walk, but I was able to do this from home. My 8-year-old, he's been in so many places just at the age of 8. He's been to the Bahamas twice, he's been to St. Thomas, he's been to Cancun, he's been to Vegas. I mean, he is living the life at the age of 8, and I'm just glad that I've been able to provide that for him. It's nice to wear different hats, to be the mom, to be the businesswoman, and to be someone that loves to have fun as well. Sometimes me and the ladies, we just want like a night out on the town, or we just want a day out of shopping, and so I'll get the driver to take us out, and we have fun, and we shop in the nicest stores, and just really figure out a way to treat ourselves because we work so hard. Within the Icon Group, we laugh together, we grow together, and we win together. And for us, it's really about helping as many people as possible to get to where we are. I love it because we're like a family, and in this business, it's about people that want more out of life, but more importantly, people that are trying to change the world. I've been able to retire my mother, and for me, that's everything. That's what 5 Links is all about. It's about creating more for others than sometimes you can even create for yourself. I don't know where else you can go where you can work hard today and then for the rest of your life you can relax and just take time off. I do 5 Links because this is it. This is the lifestyle. It doesn't get any better than this.
All right, hello everybody. How are you doing? First off, I want to apologize for the background. I'm actually on vacation with my friends and family and my parents. So I'm actually out here in Boston, but I'm originally from New York. For all of those who might be listening or tuning in from all over the country, I do want to welcome you to this business briefing. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, you probably don't know my face, my name is Ricardo Suber. I'm actually a national director in this business called 5 Links. And we're doing this presentation on behalf of Ms. Chrystian Dennis. She is a former client of mine as a model and also, of course, a new business partner. So without further ado, before I go ahead and tell you guys exactly why you're here and what this whole thing is about, I want to go ahead and introduce my business partner, a brand new representative in this business, Chrystian Dennis. Chrystian, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, all right, good. So why don't you tell the folks a little bit about why we're here today?
Hi, everyone. I want to thank you all for tuning into this presentation. I really appreciate it. To the new business that I got into, and I'd like to take the time to figure it out and see what you something you like. I'd like to introduce you to my business partner and mentor, Ricardo Suber. Thank you.
All right, thanks so much, Chrystian. So, all right, so everybody, again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in from all over the country, where you guys are. And, once again, my name is Ricardo Suber. I'm a national director in this business, and this business is called 5 Links. So I'm not going to keep you here all afternoon. I'm sure, and of course, a happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We're not going to keep you, but what I'm just going to do is just share some information with you. And then at the end, this is open-ended. We're going to keep it informal, but if you do have questions, you're more than welcome to actually call in, and I'll go ahead and answer your questions live. Nothing is off base. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the business. A little bit about myself. I am born and raised in the Boston, Massachusetts area. I currently live in New York. I was actually brought out there by a Fortune 100 company. I worked as an engineer. I know we probably have a few engineers listening in. I know Chrystian's background is in engineering. I grew up and graduated. I graduated with a degree in computer science. Worked as a software engineer for 6.5 years before being let go by my business. As you guys know, the economy is super rough. But I've always been of an entrepreneurial mindset, and I've always understood that no matter how hard I worked and no matter what I did with the company, I got little 2% and 3% raises, got a lot of performance bonuses, but at the end of the day, I never felt like I was in complete control of my destiny. There were people who had twice as amount of the experience that I had who got laid off before I did, and then finally I got the axe. So when I first heard about this opportunity, a good friend of mine actually told me, he had asked me if I ever heard of this business called 5 Links. And I said that I had, and I had heard about it online, but I wasn't really quite sure what it was. To be honest with you, I was thinking, okay, is this one of those things? Is this one of those pyramids? I want to know part of it. Okay, but it wasn't until I took a look at the information, similar to what I'm going to show you guys today, before I took a look. Same thing with Chrystian. Her and I have discussed this business back and forth, and I'm sure you guys know Chrystian to be very much like in your face, give me the facts, I want all the details. And so after she took a look at the opportunity, and after we bounced questions, back and forth off each other, she got involved. So what I'm going to do with you guys is I'm going to go through a presentation. You're going to still hear my voice, but we're going to go through a few slides. Feel free to participate in the chat room. You can actually hit the login button and actually ask questions, and I will kind of incorporate answers into the presentation. And like I said, after the presentation, I'll open up my phone line, and we can actually answer questions live in the air. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get into the business. Once again, I'm going to show a few slides live, and you guys will actually be able to listen to me while seeing a visual. Let me get my screen together, and you guys should see the screen now. All right, so this says business opportunity presentation. All right, now again, and you're also going to see this little rule that I'm going to be dragging around here. So the business is called 5 Links. All right, now what is 5 Links? All right, so for those of you guys who've never ever heard of this before, 5 Links, we are simply a direct selling telecommunications company that also recently got into energy. All right, now again, this presentation is going to go over the company. We're going to get into the opportunity and also discuss how we get paid in this business. Now, you can either elect to participate as a representative, or if you're simply looking to save money on some of the products and services that you're already using, such as energy, internet, cell phones. I'm sure most, if not all of us, are customers, especially on energy, and you need internet to watch this. All right, now all we simply do is put the power back into your hands so you're able to profit and make a significant income off of these products and services. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the presentation. Now, this slide says your 5 links why. Now, there are a lot of reasons why a lot of people take a look at a business opportunity like this. Now, these reasons are listed here. You know, spend more time with family, diversify your income, pay off debt. I know me personally, graduating from college, there was a lot of student loan debt. Thankfully, I'm almost done paying it off, but boy, I know that's a huge burden for many of us. You know, who wouldn't want to get back or start saving for a children's college fund? You know, give more to charity, financial freedom. You know, something that's very, very personal to me is, you know, being able to retire my parents and give them a very, very healthy and prosperous and abundant lifestyle. You know, but whatever your why is, the importance of this slide is that you make sure you establish it so that when those inevitable bumps and bruises along the road of entrepreneurship come in, you're able to weather those storms by remembering why you got into this opportunity. All right, so the next slide talks about the company. Now, when I first heard of the name 5 Links, check this out. I'm big on food, I'm big on eating, and when I first heard of 5 Links, I thought about Five Guys Burgers and Fries, all right, which is a popular restaurant franchise. And 5 Links is similar to a franchise, but it wasn't started by 5 guys. It was actually started by these 3 co-founders, but it's called 5 Links because of these 5 principles: vision, integrity, opportunity, freedom, and success, which are all linked together. All right, now the company was founded in 2001. All right, so it's been around for a while, and the co-founders have a combined 60+ years of experience in direct sales and telecommunications. Now, over the past 4 years, obviously what's been going on in this country? All right, it's been a recession. It's been really, really tough. There are estimates saying that over 15 million Americans are currently without work. However, in this company, in the past 4 years, check this out, 800% growth. Now, just put that in perspective for a moment and just think, if you just got a 100% raise in your job, wouldn't you be dancing in the office? 200%, you'd be really dancing in the office. 400%, probably doing a Soul Train line in the office. So 800% is truly amazing, and that's what we've seen in this company. Now, we have a 50,000 square foot headquarters in Rochester, New York, but one of the most important things in this slide is that the representatives come first. All right? Now, I dare to ask, who on their job feels like they truly come first at their job? Well, to be quite honest, I definitely came first in my Fortune 100 job. I came first when they kicked me out the door. All right? But in this company, this is the model, that representatives come first, because they realize that if we're making money, we're happy. And if we're happy, we're going to continue to build it. If we continue to build it, the company is going to continue to grow, and it's currently on pace to hitting $1 billion over the next couple of years. All right? Now, third-party credibility. There's a saying that we hear all the time, and it says that documentation beats conversation. And I truly believe that, because I could tell you guys how great this company is. Chrystian can tell you guys how great this company is, but it means nothing if you can't do the research on your own, all right? So 5 Links has been featured in all these publications that you see here. Your Business at Home, Success from Home, and you guys are probably already familiar with these publications, because if you've ever looked at businesses like Avon, Mary Kay, all right, these businesses have been featured as Success from Home and Your Business at Home companies. Well, 5 Links has had cover-to-cover features in these magazines, all right, also Direct Selling News. Rochester Top 100, we're actually the top company in Rochester, New York. However, the publication here that I really want you guys to pay attention to is this publication called the Inc. magazine. All right. Now, Inc. Is for privately held companies, as what Forbes and Fortune is for publicly traded companies like your Googles and Microsofts and your Amazons. Well, before those companies went public, these were privately traded businesses. All right. Now, once a year, Inc. comes out with an edition called the Inc. 500, where they track the 500 fastest growing companies in North America. Now, who graced this list before? Well, of course, Google, right? We all know Google. Amazon, all right, Microsoft. These were Inc. companies before they became Fortune and Forbes companies. Now, they trace the 500 fastest growing companies, and you can agree that within a 500 block radius of your nearest downtown area, there are easily 500 businesses. Well, the 500 fastest growing companies, 5 Links has graced that issue, and in that edition for 4 years in a row. All right, so the company is truly doing something amazing for having been one of the 500 fastest growing companies in all of North America. All right. Now, you guys, I'm sure you've heard of the phrase being at the right place at the what? At the right time. All right? Now, they also say that being at the right place at the right time is sometimes better than being the smartest person in the room. All right? Timing and positioning are the keys to success. So these 5 bubbles, all right, each signify a wealth trend in technology over the past 30 years. All right. Now, of course, you guys recognize this. This was one of the first computers, personal computers, the PC industry. And before this, of course, we were typing on typewriters. Well, a gentleman by the name of Bill Gates came in, brought this into reality, and because he was at the right place at the right time and took action, well, guess what? Not only was he able to become a billionaire, making over $500 every single second of every single day, but he created a lot of millionaires and billionaires because they saw the opportunity, invested, and now money is not a factor for them today. All right. And then you have in the mid-'80s, you see this telephone, this old school telephone. Now, in the mid-'80s, something a little bit different happened. There was something called the deregulation of long distance. There was one long distance carrier all over the U.S. All right. And if you're thinking to yourselves, AT&T and your Bell companies, you're right. That was one company. You remember all those Bell companies all over the U.S.? Well, guess what? They overcharged the consumer for long distance, because if you were around in the mid-'80s, in order to dial outside of your area code, I don't care if you were calling from Boston to Connecticut, or from Fresno to San Francisco, or from Utah to Colorado, that was a long distance call, and AT&T charged you a significant bill for that call. Well, the government deregulated that industry, so they allowed companies such as Sprint and MCI to come in and be major players in that industry. Well, because of that, they were able to save the consumer money, and those companies made billions of dollars because they were at the right place at the right time. Then you have the cell phone industry, or the cellular industry. All right, you guys remember these big brick phones? They look like weapons, right? Well, people were excited, and these phones actually cost $2,000 to $3,000 when they were brand new. Well, then you have a lot of your Motorola companies. They got in, made billions of dollars, and I'm sure you guys see the pattern. Being at the right place at the right time works, but here was the problem with these industries right here, especially the ones that you see grayed out. People were invited to the quote-unquote party, people were invited to the business meetings, but unfortunately, our friends and relatives, they weren't invited. All right, because chances are, if you work a job today, you did not profit off these industries. You were just consumers. All right. Well, the people who put themselves in position of, again, they're not in a position to worry about money today. But fortunately, where you sit right now, this is the meeting that you guys missed out on. Because what's going on over the next 10 years is going to completely dwarf what we saw in the past 30. All right. Now, the first industry is VoIP. if you guys are subscribers of the Wall Street Journal, you know all about voice over IP, which is basically digital phone service. This is changing the entire landscape of the entire world. The Wall Street Journal said that this was the #1 industry to be in over the next 10 years. All right. Now, this is something that you have the opportunity to participate in. In addition, text marketing. I'm sure you guys watched the Super Bowl and you saw all the commercials saying, hey, text Taco Bell to 33456, or radio advertisements asking you to text a keyword to a certain 5-digit code. All that simply is text marketing, and we can show you how to profit off that. And last but not least, energy. All right, so we're going to talk about these wealth trends and then how you can become a representative just like Chrystian and be able to participate in these multi-million and multi-billion-dollar industries. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is voice over IP, or VoIP. All right, all this simply is digital phone service. So what does that simply mean? Well, for instance, Skype. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Skype, or Vonage. All right, we actually have our own network. It's called Global Links. This is a company we bought outright and own it, and it's called Global Links. As a matter of fact, if you look at the top 100 VoIP providers, Global Links is currently ranked ahead of Vonage. All right. Now, this technology simply allows you to cut the cost of phone service by up to 50%. Over 44 million U.S. households will be on this technology just by next year, which is only 6 or 7 months from now. We have something called GSP10. All right. This allows video-to-video calls from your computer. And a lot of people are like, well, isn't that what Skype does? Well, we like to call this Skype on crack. All right. Now, jokingly, we call it that because it is high definition video-to-video calling. You can have 4-way video calling, and you have all these advanced calling features that you cannot find on Skype. In addition, we're in both residential and commercial markets. We have mobile plans. We also have our own tablet. All right. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to shift the camera back to me because I want you to actually see. I actually have a tablet live with me. It actually comes with the case. All right. And this is our very own 5Links Android tablet. Okay. I'm actually taking it out of the case. And this is our tablet here. It has the latest operating system with Android. Now here, all this simply means is this. Now these gadgets are cool. But what's even cooler is that, let's say someone were to acquire one of these services from you. Every time they pay that bill, as a representative, you can get paid. All right? And we're going to go back to the compensation in a moment. The next thing we're going to talk about is energy. All right? Now, what's going on with energy is huge. I'm sure many of you guys have probably received notices in the mail or maybe seen news reports, but the energy monopolies all over the country are being broken up, similar to how the long distance monopoly was being broken up in the mid-80s. All this simply means is that you're able to save money on a bill that you would pay anyway. All right? Now, all this deregulation means is that it allows the consumer a choice to pick their own supplier. You keep your same energy company, but in effect, you can choose your own underlying supplier and save money. This is 10 times the size of telecom. Like I said, all the monopolies are being broken up. We're in residential and commercial markets. We deal with both natural gas and electric, and this is a $500 billion industry. And again, as a representative, you get involved. If someone acquires this service through you, basically you allow someone to save money on a bill they're paying anyway. You're going to get a piece of that bill just for delivering that customer. All right? For the life of the customer. All right? Now, in addition, now we're already in every household, but to make this even sweeter, you guys, what's best about this business is that basically any bill that you're already paying in your house having to do with telecommunications and technology and energy, guess what? You can profit off that bill. So 5Links Mobile, security systems, high-speed internet, credit card processing, satellite TV, identity theft protection, which is ID Guard. We have text marketing. We have like a cloud computing storage solution. This is Platinum Services. This is actually something you utilize once you become a representative. We have Business Elite Services, Energy, and Digital Home Phone Service, which is Global Links. Now, just to break each one down individually very quickly, 5Links Mobile, we have a contract with all the major mobile companies across the U.S., which includes T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, Nextel, even your prepaid services, Boost Mobile, Metro PCS. All this simply means is that You help someone save money on the hardware of their phone. They can either upgrade through you or get a brand new contract, keep their same company, all right? And guess what? They're going to get a free or a cheap phone, all right? Now, cheaper cost phone, but still a state-of-the-art phone. And every time they pay their bill, you as a representative can get a piece of that bill. Security systems, all right? We have a contract with GE. I'm sure you've heard of General Electric. They have the #1 security company in the US, which is Protect America. A lot of you guys might be saying, well, I thought ADT was #1. They recently beat out ADT, all right? Now, basically, anytime someone pays a security bill, you can get a piece of that bill. High-speed internet. All the major internet providing companies, including Verizon, AT&T, Uverse, you have all these, Clear, all these major internet companies. When someone becomes your customer, you get paid. Credit card processing. I'm sure all of us have swiped a credit card in the last 48 hours. Well, guess what? What this allows you to do, you can go into any merchant across the US and pretty much guarantee them a lower fee, a lower credit card processing fee than what they're already paying. Well, they become your customer, and every time a credit card is swiped at that location, you get paid. All right? Satellite TV. We're partnered up with both Dish and DirecTV. All right? The two major satellite providing companies in the US, you could be getting paid every time a customer pays a bill. All right? You save that customer money on a bill that they're already paying, and then you get a piece of that bill every single month. ID Guard, you basically help someone protect their identity. Every time they pay that ID Guard bill, you get paid. This is only $15 a month. All right? This is a company that 5links owns, but because you help them protect their identity, you get a piece of that bill every single month. Text alerts. Text alerts is fantastic. I know Chrystian models part-time. Any of you guys out there who might be a small business owner or a model or a DJ or a promoter, this is a service that you can utilize and you can profit from. All right? Now, the way the service basically works is that you allow people to opt in to your text list. You can have them text, like for instance, Chrystian can have people text Chrystian to the numbers 55469. When they opt in, well, guess what? Chrystian can periodically update people of her whereabouts. Maybe she's doing a fashion show. Well, everybody on her text list will be alerted to her fashion show, and they get it instantly. All right? Data Vault. Now, for those of you guys who are familiar with storing your files maybe offline, I know we have some engineers watching this. Well, we all know about cloud computing. That's like the newest innovation in technology, period. If you just Google the word cloud, maybe some of them will have to do with the clouds in the sky, but a lot of the clouds are going to be talking about, or a lot of the cloud results are going to be talking about this newest innovation. We have our own solution called Data Vault. All right? We have Business Elite Services, which includes text alerts. It includes like a Geek Squad type of solution that helps people with their computers. It includes VIP discounts and web conferencing software. All this simply means is that you help a small business get onto this service, you get paid. Energy, we discussed that, and we also discussed home phone service. Now, before I move on to the compensation plan and how we get paid by the business, I want you guys just to remember this one word. Essential. All right, these are products and services that we use anyway. These are essential. So I'd be willing to bet that each one of us watching this is already a mobile phone customer, right? You have a cell phone. All right, I'm sure everybody watching this is paying an energy bill. I'm sure many of us still have home phones. All right, I'm sure many of us have watched TV today, swiped a credit card recently. We all have internet because you're watching this. All right, we send out text messages. Here's what I simply want to impart upon you guys. These are bills that we're paying anyway, all right? And respectfully, I'd like to say that we're all in 5links. Unfortunately, many of us who aren't involved in this opportunity, you're on one side of 5links, which is accounts payable. But what if I could show you how to get paid on these services that you're paying anyway? All right? So let's go ahead and go into the next page, which talks about the compensation plan and how you can get paid very, very quickly in this opportunity. All right. Now this says compensation plan starting your team. You actually can get paid up to $750 when you start off in this business in your first 30 days. All right. So the first thing that the company wants you to do is to acquire 20 customer points. Now, if you're thinking, I know 20 people, it's even easier than that. because each product or service is worth at least 1 point. All right. So for instance, Data Vault is currently worth 2 points. Digital home phone service is 2 points or 3 points depending on the plan. Internet is worth a point. DirecTV is worth a point. Energy, gas is a point. Electric is a point. Here's all this simply means. You acquire 20 customer points and you get $500. Now let me show you what I did. And this is what I like about this business. You can be your own customer. Alright, so this is what I did. Now I knew I needed to get to 20 points, so I said, let me see how many points I can get in my own household. So I got Platinum Services, that was 3 points. Alright, just for running my business, you get 3 points. Alright, in addition, I became my own energy customer, that gave me another 2 points. I got internet, that gave me another point. I got ID Guard, I got Business Elite Services. Alright, and I also introduced this business to my mother. My mother just got home phone service. Alright, I also got a friend of mine who is a club promoter, and they got the Business Elite Services. Well, guess what? Before I knew it, I had 21 points, 11 of which came from my very own household. Alright, you guys? So just for doing that and acquiring 20 points in your first 30 days, you get $500. Alright? Now, the second thing the company wants you to do is to introduce this business. Let's say this is you. You introduce this business to 2 tired and overworked people. Now, let me ask you this. Do you know 2 tired and overworked people? Or simply people who are nosy because you're getting products and services from them. Alright, well, they get started in this opportunity. In your first 30 days, you get another $250 for a grand total of $750. Alright? Now, this slide, I really want you to pay attention because this is probably the most important slide in the presentation, because this is simply how a lot of people, and I say this humbly, how a lot of people are making $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a month in this industry. Alright, matter of fact, a good friend of mine and business partner, Tupac Derencourt, he actually clocks in an estimated $70,000 a month based on this opportunity. Now, this is how the compensation plan works. Now, let me give you guys an example, alright? And I'm going to bring the camera back to me. Alright? Let's just say, this is actually a magazine, one of the magazines 5 Links was featured in, but let's just pretend that this is just a regular book. Alright? Now, let's say I gave you this book and I told you that every person in this book was a potential customer of yours. Alright, or was going to be a customer of yours, and let's say there were 1,000 names in this book, and I said, here you go, every customer represents 50 cents, but they're going to be your customer, and that's going to pay you every single month. You would call all those customers, but by the time you call them all, you're going to be tired, you're going to be broke, and really that's the way that we think in this country as a mentality. We think, okay, we do all the work and we get paid. However, this business shows you how to leverage your work, because if you had a team that called those 1,000 customers and you got a percentage of all those sales, that's how wealthy people make money. That is a term called leverage. Alright? So in this slide, we're going to be talking about both leverage and residual income. Alright? Now, we're used to a term called linear income, which means you basically exchange hours for dollars. You clock in, money starts. Clock out, money stops. We're talking about residual income here. So it says 5 Links pays a commission on all customers, and how much you receive is based on your position in the business. Now, first we're going to talk about leverage. Let's say you get started in this business. Alright, now let's say you introduce this business and we help you introduce 3 of your tired and overworked friends into the business. Alright, well, it's safe to say that each of those 3 know 3 people that you don't know. So let's say they go out and get their 3. Well, now you have a team of 9. Alright, and they know 3, that's 27 more, 81 more, 243 more. This thing quickly multiplies into the hundreds and even thousands of business partners. Now, when I first got started in this opportunity, the gentleman who introduced this to me, I was his 6th person, so he was like right around here when I got started. This was in May of last year, May 16th of last year I got started, and now guess what? We're well over this 243 threshold. As a matter of fact, we're at about 255 business partners on our team. Alright? Now let me just show you guys how the numbers work. Okay? So let's fill in these blanks and kind of give you guys an example. So let's say because this thing isn't perfect. So let's just say you work this thing to 20 business partners, all right? So let's say you have 20 people on your team, and each person has 20 customer points or billing customers, all right? Because like we said in the previous slide, if you get 20 points, you get your $500, all right? Now let's just say your commission value is 50 cents. Now I'm going to be honest with you. Some of the commissions are low, some of the commissions are high. All right, we can actually get paid up to $10 for a commission value depending on the product. But I'm just going to put up the example of 50 cents. I don't want you to accuse me of exaggerating, all right? So let's just say with this little old 50 cents, how you can make a lot of money. 20 people on your team, 20 billing customers with a commission value of 50 cents. You're looking at a monthly residual income of $200 every single month without fail. Now, when I first saw this figure, I'm thinking to myself, I was a little skeptical. I'm like, look, $200 a month, that's not going to pay my rent or my mortgage or my expenses. Well, guess what? Just realizing that you could do this with 20 people, why would you stop? Because this could at least take care of part of your car payment. So if you have 20 people on your team, for all my mathematicians in the room, what happens when you add a zero here? All right, you also have to add a zero down here. So let's say you have 200 people on your team. Look what happens with your residual income. All right, now if you got $2,000 extra per month, part-time, on top of what you're already doing, couldn't that change some things around the house? If not the house, if not some of the people in your house. All right, I say that jokingly, but this business is truly making a difference in a lot of the lives of my business partners, including a gentleman. His name is Chad Thompson. He just got promoted to the position of Senior Vice President. He has over 1,000 members on his team, and he actually just bought him and his mom their second home. And this is only 2 years after being homeless. All right, for instance, Tupac Durenencourt, the gentleman that I mentioned earlier, has over and is getting paid on over 26,000 business partners. All right. Now let's just go ahead and go into how else we get paid. Now it takes a while for your commissions to build up. So of course we also like to get paid every week. So this is another way we get paid. These are called weekly leadership bonuses. All right. Now these represent the corporately held positions in the company. So once you get 10 customer points and 2 business partners, you get promoted to the position of executive trainer. Next level up is executive director. Then you have national director, senior vice president, and platinum senior vice president. All right. Now this simply means is that you can get paid between $25 and $175 per person who joins your team. All right. Now let's just put out an example just to show you guys how these numbers work. I'm going to show you guys my position, national director. I achieved this in 10 months. We actually had a young lady who actually just achieved this position today in just inside of 4 months. So once you achieve this position, this is how the money works. All right. Now let's say I'm going to take a gentleman who is probably watching this by the name of Fernando. Let's just say Fernando gets started in this opportunity and is a national director. He becomes a national director. And let's say Fernando has about 100 people on his team, which is typical for a national director. And let's say Fernando in 1 week personally introduces this opportunity to 5 people and they get started. All right. Fernando is going to receive 5 times $140, which is $700, just for sharing this opportunity with 5 people. Not bad, right? But here's what's very, very powerful, because Fernando went out and did that work, so he got $140. But let's say Fernando goes on vacation. Let's say Fernando goes on a cruise. Now, Fernando, I don't know you too well, but I'm sure you wouldn't mind a cruise maybe around the West Indies, right? So let's say Fernando goes on a cruise in the West Indies, but just because he's on vacation, does that mean the people on his team are also on vacation? No. So let's say he's on that cruise, and while he's gone, let's say 20 people get started as a result of his team continuing to produce. Fernando is going to earn $55 per person who joins his organization. So that's 20 times 55. So for going on vacation and having a team in place, Fernando's going to earn 20 times $55. All right? So that's how this opportunity works. And although it looks like these numbers are going down on the bottom, all right, just take note of this. Your average senior vice president can easily have hundreds, if not thousands of people on their team. All right? So, and then of course your platinum senior vice presidents, you're looking easily at over 10 to 20,000 business partners on your team. So let's just say you have 15,000 business partners, and let's just say you just have 500 join your team in a week. Wouldn't that make a difference? Isn't that a lot of little $5 adding up? All right. So now let's show what happens when you get promoted from national director to senior vice president. All right. Here's our corporate benefits package. So I'm sure many of you guys might be in corporate America or might be striving to be in corporate America, but you're not going to get this sort of package unless probably you're a senior vice president in that company, if not the CEO. All right. So we truly treat senior vice presidents like corporate CEOs, and this is what you get. You get 5,000 stock options in an Inc. 500 company. All right. Truly, truly significant, especially if you understand the power of stock options. All right. You also get a BMW payment. The company will fund up to an $800 a month car note for your free BMW. There is one catch. It does have to be silver. Okay. But you get your own free BMW. In addition, you get a Global Links bonus. Every Global Links product sold on your team, you get a percentage of that sale. In addition, all the senior vice presidents go on an annual all expense paid vacation. Last year, they took all the senior vice presidents to Italy, Spain, and France on a Mediterranean cruise. All expenses paid for, including food and drink. And you also get an expense account. All right. Now, this is what you get at senior vice president. All right. And this is a position that I'm actually looking to hit in the next 3 months. All right. Truly, truly amazing position. But it gets even sweeter than that, because at this next position, the company continues to pay on and give you everything that a senior vice president has. So the company will continue to pay on your BMW, and when that's paid off, they give you another BMW. All right, so that BMW payment is for life. All right, but in addition, the company also gives you a Bentley when you reach the position of platinum senior vice president. All right, up to a $4,000 a month payment for your Bentley. You don't even see the car note. They take care of the note, and the Bentley is delivered to you in your driveway. In addition, you become a part of the platinum pool. Now, what the platinum pool simply is profit sharing. All right, so the company takes a portion of its profits every year, and they split it amongst all the leadership in the business. So last year, all the platinum senior vice presidents, which there were only 12 last year, they got split $1.1 million. That meant each platinum senior vice president was seeing up to $120,000 check. In addition, you get 5,000 more stock options. All the fellas get a $10,000 ring, and all the ladies get a $10,000 diamond studded pendant at this position. All right. Now, here are some of the platinum senior vice presidents. And since this presentation was created, we actually broke 4 more. So success is truly being achieved in this business. It's being seen all the time. And here's what I love about this slide. I know most of these men and women, I've gotten a chance to shake hands with all of them. And here's what's beautiful about this slide. This one right here, she was the woman who was actually profiled, Miss Tashina Pettiford, earlier in this. She was actually a school teacher before she got started in this opportunity, and now makes well over 6 figures every single month. You have real estate agents. They got into this business, and now they're very wealthy today. You have this young lady. She was in pharmaceutical sales. This gentleman is Tupac Durencourt, the gentleman who's my friend and business partner. He was a DJ, party, and club promoter before he got into this business. You have all these people. This is a bus driver. This was a sushi chef. People from all different walks of life getting involved in this opportunity, and now don't have to worry about money or finances today. All right. Now, of course, this is like a franchise model. So for those of you guys who are familiar with Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Days Inn, these are all franchises. And so in order to be in business, any business out there, there's always overhead and there's always an investment. So to get started in this business, you do have to invest. All right. So to become a part of this business, there are 2 membership levels. All right. Now the first level is called customer representative. All right. Now the second level is independent marketing representative. Now allow me to differentiate between the 2. Now, as a customer rep, you get to market all the products and services. You have your own personal website. Get to market any future services that come out. Like if we market air in a couple of years, you'll be able to profit off air. You also get to market energy. Here's the problem though, and here's the difference right down here. At this level, you can only profit off the customers you personally acquired. Now to me that sounds like a job, because at a job you only profit off what you do. But as an independent marketing representative, you get to profit off of what your team does. This is a true leverage play, and this is how you can truly become wealthy. You get customer acquisition bonuses, open line bonuses, and you're able to get your quick start bonus. All right. So in my humble opinion, this is the only position you really should be considering getting involved with. All right. Now, last but not least, and before we get to the last slide, this is just to review your quick start bonus. All right. Again, you acquire 20 customer points. All right. And you refer 2 people into the business. And when we show you how to do that, and once you get that done, you're going to get $750 in your first 30 days. That more than recoups your initial investment. All right. Last but not least, all right, now you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. All right. So we train you, we support you. Chrystian will tell you, her and I speak probably once if not twice a day since she got in this business last week. So there's unlimited training and support. We make sure that you get to the promised land as long as you're willing to put in the work. All right. Also, we have something called 5 Links University, which teaches you all the intricate details about the business. We also have or give you a personal website. We have business reporting, and we also have local, regional, and international training events. All right. So now basically this is the last slide of the presentation. This just has a picture of the application. So what I want to leave off with you is this. And I want you to kind of identify where you guys sit, because there's always 3 different types of people who see this presentation. All right. Now the first type of person says, you know what? I saw the presentation, Chrystian invited me, and while this looks like something that I would do, or maybe not, it's just not right for me right now. Now, if this isn't for you, I just want to say one thing to you, which is God bless you. That's no problem. All I would simply ask you to do is support your friend or your relative, Chrystian Dennis, and at least try one of her products or services. Again, not only could you save money through Chrystian, all right, but you can help her get to a higher point threshold. All right. And of course, I know you love and respect Chrystian enough to help her out in business. All right. So if this is not for you, at the very least, provide a referral for Chrystian for someone who might be interested. Now, if you're the second type of person, you like it, but you have questions. You're a little skeptical. You might want to see some research. Now, this is the part of the program for you, because what we're going to do right now is I'm going to open up the phone line, and you guys can kind of chime in and ask some questions. All right. Now, if you're the third type of person like me, you were all in. All right. As soon as I mentioned residual income and the fact that these are products and services that we use every day, and the fact that you don't have to convince anybody to pay money on a bill or to save money on a bill that they're going to pay anyway, if that's you, I want to welcome you to the family and welcome you into the 5 Links business. So with all that said, you guys, I'm going to open up the phone line for questions. So what I want you guys to do, feel free to call me. I'm going to answer these questions and answer the phone on a first come, first serve basis. So whoever's watching, feel free to dial the number. I'm also going to put it in the chat room. The number is 347-450-3595. Again, 347-450-3595. Feel free to ask or call in and ask any questions, and I can answer your question live on this presentation. All right. And while we wait for someone to call in, all right, I don't know if we have any shy people out there, but while we wait for someone to call in, pretty much what I'm going to do is kind of review actually what we do in our first 30 days in this business. All right. And this is actually what we're actively going through with Chrystian. And this is called our 10-step process. And this allows you to become profitable in your first 30 days. And this is what all new rep knows about. This is a PDF document called the Quick Start Guide. And basically, we walk all representatives through these 10 steps to help you become profitable. All right. Now I'm going to kind of zoom in on each one so you can kind of see it a little bit better. All right. Now the first step in this business is an independent marketing representative. All right, that's cost $249. All right, now the second step is to activate your virtual office services. All right, now this is $49.95 a month. This is your monthly overhead. So if you guys have ever looked into business and have run a business, I know we probably do have some business owners watching as well. If you ever ran a business or looked into running a business, you know that there's overhead. If you ran a store, you'd have to pay employees, you'd pay your light bill, you'd pay your lease. You know, your only overhead in running your 5 Links business is $49.95. But here's the beauty about this business. It is like a franchise model, so you're shown exactly what steps you need to complete in order to become successful. All right, step 2 is to become qualified and start earning money. Now, once you're qualified, all right, or to become qualified and commissionable, you have to acquire 1 Global Links customer. Now, this is stuff that you're going to do anyway, because obviously you want to acquire customers. But the reason why we want it to be a Global Links customer, this is our product. It's a flagship product. All right, this can either be a tablet, this could be digital home phone service, this could be an app on your iPhone. But once you do this, you're going to get 10 more points, and you're now able to collect commissions from the business. We also have you convert all your services to 5 Link services. We want you to become energy certified as well, because once you're certified, you're going to be able to market and sell energy and be able to profit off energy. All right, now I'm going to move this down. Now step 3 is to schedule a 30-day game plan with your upline executive. That would be myself or Chrystian at that point. All right, now we would basically introduce you to who your support structure is, who your team is, and we also ask you to download this guide. Step 4 is to create a list of at least 50 names. This is your working capital. This is basically how you're going to run your business, potential customers and potential business partners. All right. Step 5 is to triple your investment and become an executive trainer. Let me kind of scroll up here. Give me 1 second so we can kind of see everything. All right. So triple your investment and become an executive trainer. You get 10 customer points in your first 30 days. You get $100. All right. If you're able to acquire 20 customers in your first 30 days, you get another $400. So that's split up, and then you get, once you acquire 2 qualified independent marketing representatives in your first 30 days, you get another $250 for a grand total of $750 in your first 30 days. All right. Now step 6. All right. Hold on. Make sure I get everything in here. Step 6 is to launch your business with a grand opening. All right. Now, a grand opening is similar to what Chrystian is going to be having at her home this coming Tuesday. All right. And this is so simple. All we simply do is we go to her home and we actually present the opportunity for her on behalf of her. All right. And when people get started, they join your team. All right. Now, step 7 is to attend all weekly conference calls and local trainings and webinars. All right, we have a bunch of calls, but the beauty about this business is that we send all of our calls through text messages. So you'll simply be able to read a text message, or we'll just give you the call schedule beforehand, and you're able to attend all of our conference calls to help you learn the business a little bit better from those of us who've already been successful. Step 8 is to attend the next national training event. I'm still jet lagged from our most recent trip, which was in Las Vegas earlier this month. We had a national training event. I got to carry to the stage a gentleman, like I mentioned earlier. His name is Chad Thompson. Only at the age of 23 hit the position of senior vice president in just 2 years. All right. So our next national training event is actually going to be in Atlanta in September. All right. Step 9 just pretty much goes through. Let me zoom in a little bit for those of you guys who may not be able to see it too well. All right. Step 9 is just a 30-day recap. This basically breaks down how people get started in this opportunity. You either come in through a standard launch, which is your enrollment, your platinum services, which is your monthly overhead, plus your Global Links plan. All right. So your total upfront investment for this business is approximately $360. All right. Now, your platinum launch, this is for people who want to hurry up and acquire their 10 customer points, because as you remember, as I said earlier, just by getting 10 points, you're going to get $100 back anyway. All right. But once you acquire some of the products and services, take care of your registration, you're going to quicken your pace to 10 points. All right. But you can get in either way. I personally got in through the standard launch. All right. Now, last but not least, you want to become familiar with your virtual office website. All right. Your virtual office is basically how you monitor your business. All right. And these steps pretty much show you how to do that. And once you do that, you've completed your 10 steps and you've achieved your quick start bonus of $750. All right. So that's basically, in a nutshell, what we run through our representatives, of course, in a little bit more detail. And we work with each one closely to make sure that that person achieves their quick start bonus. And the thing is, and like I said earlier, you know, the best part about this business is that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So with all of that said, once again, I do want to leave the phone lines open. So if you guys have any questions, please call right now. You can give me a call right now. I'll answer your question live on the air. It's 347-450-3595. 347-450-3595. All right. So, and I'm pretty much going to give anybody, if you're not near a phone, if you're trying to get to your phone, again, it's 347-450-3595, or you can ask your question in the chat room. All right, in the chat room, just hit the login button, and you'll be able to choose a little screen name, and then you can just type in a question. All right, so this is going once, going twice. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Since we don't have any questions, I'm going to take that as a good sign. So again, you guys, I'm going to bring myself onto the screen real quick. All right, there we go. I want to thank you guys for watching, for supporting Chrystian, her business. I know Chrystian mentioned she had a guest out in California, and also Fernando, who I spoke with over the phone, and probably other people who might be watching. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, again, for supporting her and her business. And what I would like to do next is simply show a clip. And this is a clip of Tashina Pettiford, the same woman that you saw in the beginning of this presentation. This is actually her new home. She actually recently purchased an 18,000 square foot mansion in Vienna, Virginia. All right, and this just goes to show the power of this opportunity. As a matter of fact, a lot of the people that you're going to see in the clip, these are people that I know personally. These are my business partners that I've come to know at various events. And these are real people, people who've come from different walks of life, and they got started in this opportunity part-time, and now they achieve a more than full-time income. Many incomes that the average American make in a year, they make it in a month. All right, so if you're someone who wants to give back on a large scale, someone who just wants to live comfortably, or someone who wants to eventually live an affluent lifestyle, this is a lifestyle that you can actually achieve just inside of 3 to 5 years. All right. So with all that said, you guys, thank you so much for your time, and God bless. Take care.
All right, listen up, guys. We are here, Vienna, Virginia, in front of a mansion owned by double platinum senior vice president Tashina Pettiford, one of the top earners in all of network marketing and in file links. We're about to go inside and hear from some of the best on how to make it to the top, how to never work again at a regular job, and take your income to a level you've never seen before. My name is Kurt Anderson. I'm a national director here with File Links, and I'm going to show you what the best have to say and how to get to where they're going.
Tonight is our Diamond Christmas Extravaganza, and we're in the home of, my home, Tashina Pettiford, Diamond Platinum Senior Vice President. I'm really excited to have everybody over here. It's, the end of the year. It's time to celebrate and really be thankful for everything that we've had this year. Now we're in my bedroom, and this has a diamond theme. I figured I might as well pimp it out. I have the bed that has the crystals in it, and it's silver. The mirrors on the wall. The ceiling has metallic silver, as well as the walls, and we have a black and white theme over here, where we have the cowhide on the floor. And this is the sitting area. We're still putting a few things together, but it has a black, white, and teal theme. And we have some of the business partners that are here in the home, and they're viewing my closet. So let's go take a look. And if you come in here, I think every lady out there, every lady dreams of a huge closet where you can put all your nice things. And I don't think it can get any bigger than this closet right here. So now we're in my closet. A big part of what we do in network marketing is definitely building the dream, and I'm so thankful that 5 Links has allowed me to move into this huge home with my family, but really to be able to share it with my partners.
Bob Smoke, Merry Christmas. We're excited, we're doing it big. This is how we do it as Platinums.
We want to say thanks for all of our business partners that came out tonight. We're having a great time. It's a great way to close out the year. I look forward to everyone's success in the year of 2012.
To make 2012 better than 2011. It's time to go all the way to diamond, baby.
This is the office, and I wanted to bling it out. So we have the chandelier. I put the crystals in the sofa. We have the crocodile in the bathroom on the walls, and it has a red and silver theme. This is the wine cellar, and it's on its way to being filled up. Here's the theater room where you can sit back, relax, and watch a great movie. I'm double platinum Senior Vice President Chrystian Pettiford.
I told you guys there's going to be some major players coming out tonight. All right, now we have one of the tops, and not just in 5 Links, but in all of the industry here tonight. It's going to tell you a little something about what it takes to get here, why you need to be here next year, and how he got to the top. I want to introduce you to double platinum Senior Vice President, my man, Stan Richards.
Hey Kurt, how you doing?
Good, brother.
Well, let me tell you guys, I'm excited to be here. This is just an example of what's possible when you work hard. I remember when Chrystian and I got started in my basement 5 years ago. Now to be here amongst millionaires at her home, just a beautiful event in her mansion, as you can see. It's just incredible, and I just thank the Lord for her and all her hard work and this example of what she's doing in the industry, man. And Kurt, and I thank God for you, because you look like a platinum Senior Vice President with this company too, brother.
I'm following your footsteps, Shane.
Hey, look, man, it's here, it's our season, we're gonna make it happen. And if you're watching this, Bob, I want you to put this on YouTube, MySpace, Facebook. Guys, there are no jobs, period. There are no jobs. You're gonna have to go out and create your wealth. And what we're doing is just an example of what's possible when you tap into your dream and your passion. So we look forward for you to partner with us this time next year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right, y'all heard it live from Stan the Man Richards, top in 5 Links, double platinum, Senior Vice President, my man. All right, I'm National Director Kurt Anderson. I have the great privilege of being here with my man, Tupac the Rent-A-Court, double platinum Senior Vice President Tupac the Rent-A-Court, on his way to Diamond, so he's at the Diamond Affair. Tupac, could you tell everybody why they should be here next year? All right, give them a little something about this affair.
Let me tell you, you can't put a price tag on this evening. you could have been here with all the double platinums, all the soon-to-be diamonds, and experience and just expand your whole vision and your dreams based on what's happening today in the same opportunity that you're involved with. You know, we all sign in the same back office, you know, but these are just extraordinary results. So I'm telling you, there's about 8 shower heads in 1 bathroom. There's about 11 bathrooms. I mean, guys, this is the type of stuff that you need to see to realize that the dreams are real. Get back to dreaming. Rub shoulders with the dreamers, and your dreams will come true too. Don't miss the production next time. You know, hit MD, get there when we tell you. I'm telling you, it's a perfect Christmas present to know that you can rub shoulders with the top, you can pick our brains and have conversations on a personal level, and let me tell you, it's just a matter of time before we see you at the top. So God bless you, happy holidays, and welcome to Tisha's Dream.
And so I'm here live. I have the great privilege of talking to Senior Vice President Mondez Holland, about to be Platinum Senior Vice President. We're here at the Diamond Christmas Affair. But look, instead of me telling you, I want to hear from one of the best in the business about what's going on tonight. How's it going to help everybody in this business, and why should you be here next year?
Awesome. Well, appreciate it, Kirk. Hey, one of the things I want to let each and every one of you all know is that it's these type of events that really create the belief, that let people know that the work is not in vain. We're celebrating tonight amongst all of our peers for all the work that's been done in 2011 to create about change. And so what we're more excited about is that we get a chance to fellowship and network and get to know people that we've either seen from afar or we've been working directly together, but we've done it in a relaxed environment. So guys, whatever you got to do, you need to do what you need to do up front so you don't miss the next one next year, because all the Platinum Senior Vice Presidents, Senior Vice Presidents are just kicking back, getting to know the next wave of leaders, which are the national directors like my man Kirk here. And so next year that could be you, but you got to do what you got to do up front. So until next year, you guys take care. God bless, and I'll see you on the other side.
Guys, I have 2 of the hardest working people in 5 Links right now. Thomas Littell, just breaking Senior Vice President, all over the news. If y'all ain't heard, y'all ain't heard. All right, we also got LaRod Smalls, way from NYC. All right, so I'm going to let these 2 brothers tell you a little something about what's going on tonight, and also, y'all need to tell me what's your favorite part of the house. All right? All right, let's do that, let's do that. Smalls, you up first.
Well, I got to say that I think this is just a fabulous example of what's possible when you're tenacious, when you're consistent, persistent, and truly it's a reflection of some good hard work and an excellent opportunity. We put it together, it's proven. You know, this is the type of business that some people may overlook because they can't see themselves being able to take advantage of it. But when you see people who have good vision and really put their nose to the grindstone and work collectively with some good people, extraordinary things happen. And my favorite part of the house is the bathroom. You got to see that bathroom. That bathroom is serious. Did I tell you, see the bathroom?
Yeah, I seen the bathroom. All right, but I think my favorite part of the house is the theater room. The theater room is hot. But, I mean, I'm happy for Chrystian. You know, a lot of hard work, dedication in 5 Links, and this is the fruit of her labor. But the special thing about this is that anybody can do this business. That's the key. So all this does is inspire me to achieve higher heights and to get what I deserve, because 5 Links is allowing me to make my dreams come true.
All right, guys, look, we have one of the best in the business, all right? He is one of the best trainers, one of the best top producers. Senior Vice President Phil Gert is here. He's going to tell you a little something about what's going on tonight and why you need to be here next year. Phil, take it away, brother.
Hey guys, you know, I gotta tell you, this is one of the most exciting events I've ever been at since I joined 5 Links. Chrystian Pettiford's house is absolutely phenomenal. My favorite part has to be the kitchen. If you haven't seen the kitchen, it's incredible. But listen, you've got to be here next year. What does it take? It takes hitting national director. And the thing about this business is everybody here is willing to help you learn what it takes to do it. You just have to decide to get it done. Look, we love you. We want you to be here with us. And the only thing you have to do is make the commitment, and we'll be there to support you. This is a absolutely phenomenal event. You have to be here next year. Don't miss out next year. I'll be here. I hope to see you here. God bless.
All right, I'm here live with Lamar Clemens, the man who put Richmond on the map. All right, look, we're here at Double Platinum Senior Vice President Chrystian Pettiford's house. My man is on the charts. He's going up to the top trying to hit Double Platinum. But look, I want you to tell everybody else out there what it takes to get here, and a little motivation to tell them why they should be here next year. Lamar, take it over.
In all reality, the way you can get to have these type of assets is you have to absolutely put the work in. The only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. So definitely go out there, be focused, have passion, be passionate about what it is you want to do, what direction you want to go, and follow the system. Make sure you know what the system is. Make sure you understand the ladder of escalation. Make sure you understand what direction that you need to lead your team. And then not just that, more importantly, make sure you become the leader that people want to follow.
National Director Kurt Anderson, right back at you. I'm here with somebody very special. All right, let you know this thing is international. I'm here with National Director, soon-to-be Senior Vice President Alicia Green from the British Virgin Islands. That's right, violence has taken over the islands, all right? So look, I want to ask her, all right, from an international level, what it took you to get all the way here from the British Virgin Islands to this event tonight, the Diamond Christmas Affair.
Hey, it's a real pleasure for me to actually be here representing my team from the British Virgin Islands, from the Caribbean actually, because we do have partners in other islands, St. Kitts, Nevis, St. Martin, Trinidad, and we're really working hard to spread 5 links throughout the Caribbean region. It's a lot of hard work. I wish I had more partners here. That'll be the next trip, and I couldn't wait to see Tashina's home.
You're looking at Senior Vice President Kareem Payton and Senior Vice President Rashard Sanders, all right? So look, I want to ask them, why, how do you really get to this event tonight, all right? And why should you be here next year? And also, what else is the favorite part of this mansion house right here we got? I'm gonna let my man Kareem go first.
All right, absolutely. Well, listen, guys, this event is crazy. It's like historical. This is my 3rd year in the business. And the thing about this is that the only thing you got to do is get in this business, really take it serious, and really don't let anybody deter you or lose focus on what you're trying to accomplish. So right now, this event was for senior vice presidents, and not only senior vice presidents, but national directors that are really going out there and getting the job done.
We're just getting started. I'm telling you, without a shadow, without this company, over the 10 years running, over the next 5 to 10 years, we can't even talk about it. So when it boils down to it, hey, the opportunity is phenomenal. And hey, I'm just super duper excited. Best part of the house, bar none, is the basement. That's my spot right there, guys. So I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Kurt.
All right, my man Rashard. All right, I'm here live with Sonny and King Pinion, double platinum senior vice presidents with 5 links. Look, they're here all the way from the upward parts of Maryland. But I'm gonna tell you this, they're here for a reason, because they're one of the top producers in this business. But guys, I want you guys to please tell the people who are not here this time why they need to be here next year and what it took to get here.
You know what? Hello guys, I'm super excited to be here. This, first of all, is a mansion. You should see how my girl, double platinum senior vice president, Mrs. Tashina Pettiford, lives. She lives like a rock star. So, you know what? I'm so excited to be here. I'm glad that we're starting this, because it's time to reward and celebrate leadership. All of you indies, all of you SVPs, guess what? The Platinums want to treat you. You got to come here, hang out with us. We're going to share tips and secrets, little bits with you about how we got here.
So love you guys. Let's work hard this year. December 2012. We want you guys to be here with us, spend the night, hang out, have fun, learn how to do it.